Its demolition program under fire again tonight. The activists fighting for more transparency charged a whopping bill for open records, $50,000. Investigator Jonathan Carlson with the story.
Last week saw more headaches for the Detroit Land Bank. A new audit slamming the authority over continued issues of compliance and mismanagement, something the Land Bank quickly and strongly denied. This just weeks after Mayor Mike Duggan told us things are back on track, and state oversight staff
are now sitting in the Land Bank offices.
And he admitted it
was my fault for not insisting there be a full corporate compliance structure.
Compliance oversight that might have caught what the state recently said is $7 million in questionable spending here, $6 million of which the city disputes, and whatever the FBI is investigating. They've seized hundreds of thousands of items, focusing their probe on nearly 36 Land Bank and Duggan administration officials. Why do we know that? Because of recent subpoenas forced by a judge for release after activist Robert Davis went to court to get them.
The public has the right to know.
Davis is a felon, once sentenced to prison on corruption charges. He's made suing cities for records a regular habit. Sometimes he loses, sometimes he wins. Some argue his motives, but others might say his occasional wins, like in the case of the recently released subpoenas, serve the public good. Anyhow, he's at it again. At the end of the year, he filed a FOIA asking the Land Bank for all documents and recordings provided to federal investigators surrounding the probe into the authority. That's over 250,000 pages of emails and attachments. It's one of the largest requests the Land Bank has received. Davis got a reply, and the numbers are staggering. The Land Bank estimated it will take over 1,000 hours to complete the FOIA, and it will take 538 days to complete it. That means about a year and a half. Oh, and it'll cost Mr. Davis $47,000. Davis tells us he believes indictments are imminent, and the release of more subpoenas could prove eye-opening. Duggan, for his part, told us recently he's turned the page on the Land Bank, but we don't know where the federal probe will lead or who will catch the blade. Davis plans to sue to get those documents released, minus the hefty price tag. The Land Bank declined to make a formal comment on Mr. Davis's FOIA, referring to the FOIA response itself. They are simply following FOIA law, they say, and should Mr. Davis pay, they will comply. But it appears somebody's going to need to pony up about 50 grand in order to get those documents. I'm Jonathan Carlson, 7 Action News.